This is the Mistress Carrie Situation Report for January 12th, 2026. Bush have announced the 2026 Land of Milk and Honey Tour with Mammoth and James and the Cold Gun. The tour kicks off in Pittsburgh on April 7th and wraps up on May 16th at the Sonic Temple Festival in Columbus, Ohio. The only New England stop is in Boston at the MGM Music Hall at Fenway on April 12th. Tickets go on sale this Friday at 10 a.m. The Black Crowes have announced a new album called A Pound of Feathers, announcing the release date of March 13th. The Black Crowes have already released the singles Profane Prophecy and Pharmacy Chronicles. A Pound of Feathers follows up the 2024 Happiness Bastards album. Chris Robinson saying, "We made this record in 8 to 10 days, bringing the high and inspiration from Happiness Bastards into this album. It was a natural progression. We experimented more, we wrote on instinct and how we were feeling in the moment. Rich brought a spontaneity to the record that I can't describe. It's the best shit he's ever done." Incubus frontman Brandon Boyd has offered clarity on the band's upcoming album, Something in the Water, that was delayed from last October. Saying, quote, "I'm thinking back on the year 2025 and I'm almost dizzy from its oscillations between agony and ecstasy. For some reason, I sense many of you had a similar experience in 2025. The agonies have given rise to so much new art, though, as soon to be demonstrated in our recently completed Again new album. It's a long story, but we went back into the studio to write and record more after thinking that we were done." Prong have announced they're releasing a new live album later this year. Live and Uncleansed is comprised of recordings from 7 shows that took place in July and August of 2025. Prong Live and Uncleansed comes out on Steamhammer Records on March 6th. Hoobastang's 4 times platinum 2001 single The Reason has been given an official overhaul by Steve Aoki and Soundrush. The new version arrives on his Hero Quest 3 Paragon remix project. Members of Hoobastang also appear in the official video. And the music world is in mourning. Grateful Dead member Bob Weir passed away over the weekend. Bruce Hornsby said, "Always a warm, jovial presence, but with a mischievous look in his eye, he was ready with banter, a quip, a wisecrack, or bon mot most of the time. I love you, Bob, and will always fondly remember our moments, so often transcendent, throwing chords and notes around space, through the air, together." Trey Anastasio from Fish saying, "Sad to hear that my friend Bobby has passed on. This one really hurts. I really loved him. He was such a sweet, kind, gentle friend, and I never believed this would happen so soon." Nancy Wilson from Heart said, "This guy was such a hero. The world is a sadder place without him. He spread a lifetime of magic around and always had that twinkle of good nature in his eyes. His good vibrations will never end. He gave such a gift to us all." Brandy Carlisle said, "Tonight I'm thinking about all of our friends in music, young and old, and how Bob Weir had time for all of us. He came to our shows, helped us write songs, and got so many of us on stage to jam and just stand in his light. What a nurturing, way-paving soul." And California Governor Gavin Newsom posted, "Bob Weir was a true son of California who helped create the soundtrack of a generation. He was and will always be a king of psychedelic rock. Bob will be deeply missed and his music will live on forever." Snot have announced they've completed 5 new songs for the band's long-awaited upcoming new studio album, the first with new singer Andy Knapp. And former Slipknot drummer Jay Weinberg has officially announced his departure from Suicidal Tendencies, bringing to an end his nearly 2-year stint with the band. And that's your sit rep. For more details on all of the stories, check the links in the show notes of this episode. And don't forget to like, follow, share, comment, and subscribe to the Mistress Carrie Podcast. New full-length episodes come out every Wednesday. Episode 292 featuring Matthew Nelson is available now.